Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video in the Tier 8 Chinese premium tank store, the Yazi. I'm in a platoon with a newer friend, goes by the name Arms, and his chief in T95. I only met him earlier this week, and we've already been having some pretty nice synergy and roll the tanks in these platoons together, and you'll actually see a couple more videos with him in the future. But today I'm going to be talking about something that someone commented on my previous video, which is, and I apologize if I get your name wrong, I believe your name was Cade Irving, and he messaged asking why do I use the small circle map instead of the large square one. And I thought that's a brilliant question, because even when I watch other people on YouTube, majority of them use the big map. Now, the reason I use the small map is because I like to fight close and personal, close range, and brawl it out. The little map is a lot more accurate in showing how close someone is, and it also makes it easier to see things like buildings and rocks that are on the map, and like how close they are to you. And what that means is when you're fighting against someone, it means that if there's multiple people around you, so if you're fighting one person, there's two other enemies nearby, you can look at the small map, and it'll be much easier to see if that person's behind a building or not. Because if you can see on the little map that the other guy behind you's behind a building, you can stay focused on the one in front of you. Whereas if you use the big square map, you can see that there's someone behind you, but like it's a lot less accurate and it's harder to see if they're behind the building or not. So like you can see there's someone behind you, you'd have to turn to look to see if they're behind the building or not. So with the little map, it's a lot more accurate details like that of how close someone is, what angle they're at, because also, it's mostly when I'm in heavy tanks, so thing like KV5 with its really good side armor, when someone gets behind you, if you angle at the right moment as they fire, they will bounce off the side of your tank when they're behind you. And with the small map, you can see if he's to your left or to your right behind you, and you can angle without actually having to look at him, which allows you to focus on people in front of you. Whereas with the big map, you'd see someone's behind you, but you wouldn't be able to see exactly if he's to the left behind you or to the right behind you, and therefore you'd have to turn around to look at him, and that takes your attention off the people in front of you. Excuse me, just had to cough. So I'm going to point out when in this game I use that technique, and when the small map comes in handy. As a machine rushes in here, you're going to see I get one shot into him, I push in close to bounce his shot, then let him go. So I'll point out the exact moment I use the map, and I'll try and point out in future videos when I do it. I don't really mention it because it's just kind of natural for me to use the map that way, so I never thought of it as being something different. But he had a point, lots of people do use the big maps. I'll try and be more announced when I'm explaining why I use the map, and you'll probably get a much more better example of me explaining it in one of my future KV5 videos, because the KV5, I run in and brawl against 5 tanks at a time usually in that thing. And because I try to ram everyone, it means I usually end up surrounded by tanks. But so what I'm going to do is, 430 gets a shot on me, but I want to get behind this rock. Now he's actually got about the same reload as me, but you're going to see the Yazi, it's such a good tank. You'll see its armor works quite well for me this game. I just bounced a 430U and pan him. And this tank, like, it's got excellent camo if you want to. Now this is actually a mistake by me. I shouldn't have waited there because the M103 is aiming down at me, and because he's aiming down at me, it means my armor doesn't actually have that much effective armor to it because it's sloped. But this tank, excellent camo if you want to snipe, 440 alpha, really good DPM, really nice premium pen for those tier 10 tanks, and as well as having the nice camo if you want to camp, which I don't really like doing. It's got the armor where I can brawl. I shot the IS-4 there, and I shot it thinking it was an IS-3, and then Arms had to remind me that is actually a tier 10 heavy tank in front of me, and I should probably be a little bit careful than I am. I just bounced the IS-4, got a shot to the Chieftain, the Centurion, and now there's a Yazi coming over as well. But the Yazi is a one-shot. He's obviously the bigger threat than the Centurion is, because he's got a much better chance of panning me. Now I feel confident bouncing a Centurion, so I'm going to point at him, and then I'm going to turn for the IS-4 to my right. And you'll see, as I move up here, this rock to my left, I'm going to stay behind it, and I'm going to stay facing the IS-4, but I was using the mini-map there to look at where the Centurion was, so I could angle my tank in such a way he couldn't shoot me, which with the bigger map would have been harder to do. Now I do something silly here. I for some reason think I'm on about 600 hit points, so I just sit here thinking he can't one-shot me, and little bit embarrassing, I was only on 200 hit points, so I've no idea why the fuck I thought I was on 600 hit points. Maybe because the health bar was still yellow? I don't know, but silly mistake by me. I thought I'd get the shot into him, sit there, take the shell from him, and then get another shot in before I died. But, as I said, I fucked up. That's entirely on me. I may have been distracted, me and Orange were just talking while we play, as you do. So, I don't know. Mistake on me, bad play by me. Don't do what I just did. Always be aware of how many hit points you have, so that you know if you can take the shot or not. Something else I forgot to notice this game is, well done to our artillery. If you notice at the very start of the game, 2 of our artillery blind shotted their 2 artillery at the very start of the game, which is just hilarious. Not having to worry about artillery this game was beautiful, like really good. So, well done to them. I don't know if they're just like really good arty players and they know all the positions that artillery goes to, but yeah, they did a great job there. So, not a particularly good game result-wise, but because I'm a tier 8 and I was fighting tier 10s at pretty much point-blank range, including killing 430U and whatnot, you see with 2600 damage, 1600 assistance, and 3 kills, that's a first class, even though the actual result itself damage-wise isn't much. 1750 base XP, and Arms came second on the team, so even though we died quickly, we did our part. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.